Hello friends, welcome you all IES with Arihant. Arihant launches Prelims Possible series this year for UPSC and state PCS exams. If you do not purchase this book yet, you must purchase this book, and I must say you really have this book to boost your preparation for UPSC and state PCS examination, because this book really having a amazing content and really having a multiple choice questions, PYQs and important explanation given in this book. Also, this book contains many features like chapter-wise, topic-wise division, topical mind map, 100% error-free explanation, knowledge plus for typical questions, and 3500 plus PYQs bullets. And if you do not subscribe the channel yet, subscribe the channel, and also share this video with your relatives ones who are preparing for UPSC and state PCS. Also share this video with your friends who are really serious about their studies and upcoming prelims exam. So, and you like this video, so also hit the like button and press the bell icon to get the notification on time. And as we know, we already completed chapter 2 mechanics, but the last we completed the 7th question. I think I gave you the homework question, 7th number question, right? Just a second. Yes, this question. So in previous class, yesterday class, we're discussing this question number 7. A person is sitting in a car which is at rest. The reaction from the road at each of the 4 wheels of the car is R. When the car runs on a straight level road, how will the reaction at either of the front wheels vary? It will be greater than R, it will be less than R, it will be equal to R, or it shall depend on the material of the road. What will the right answer of this question? You must say how the reaction force at each of the front wheels will vary when the driver is straight on a level ground, right? So the right answer will be, it will be equal to R. Option number C is the correct answer. It states the reaction will be equal to R on a level straight road with no change in vertical forces. The reaction force should not change and thus equals R, right? So vertical forces not change. Kinetic friction is also called as dynamic or sliding friction. When one body is in contact with their surfaces in another relative motion, it is the friction force that slows down and eventually stops a moving object. So the dynamic friction in any object is proportional to the instantaneous reaction and is less than the static friction. So when a car turns on a straight level road, the normal reaction of one of the front wheels will be equal to R. Clear? Now, coming on to the next question number 8. Ball bearings are used to convert static friction into drag, sliding friction, rolling friction, more than one of the above or none of the above. What is the correct answer? First, you must understand what is ball bearing. What is ball bearing? See, a device known as ball bearing is made up of 2 rings, right? It made up of 2 rings. First, it made up of 2 rings and 2 freely moving metal balls and 2 freely moving metals balls. Right, it is intended to prevent sliding by forcing a machine's moving elements to roll over one another. So the correct answer is option number C, rolling friction. Option number C, rolling friction. Here, ball bearings are used to convert static friction into rolling friction. It is used to prevent sliding by forcing a machine's moving elements to roll over one another. Thus, static friction is changed into rolling friction. Here's the function is static friction changes into rolling friction. Rolling friction. Right? Come. Next question. Question number 9. The working principle of a washing machine is centrifugation, dialysis, reverse osmosis, and diffusion. What is the principle of working washing machine? How will you answer this question? Centrifugation, right? So the correct answer, option number A, centrifugation. Also another example of centrifugation is Earth's revolving. Earth's revolution. Clear? Centrifugation is a separation process. Is a separation process that uses the action of centrifugal force to promote accelerated settling of particles in a solid liquid mixture. In a solid liquid mixture. And the solid liquid one is water. Water you mix surfs, and soap surfs in the liquid portion, and also solid is your clothes when we are talking about the washing machine working process, right? Is used to separate the liquid from the suspended particles. Centrifugal force is used to propel the particles to the bottom of the tube, right? The working principle of a washing machine is centrifugation. Centrifugation is a separation process that uses the action of centrifugal forces to promote accelerated settling particles in a solid liquid mixture, right? Now question number 10, the separation of cream from milk by churning into due to. How will you separate the cream from milk? By churning is due to. This process you oftenly seen in your house. Your mothers doing this process, they separate the cream from milk, and what they made it from the cream? Ghee, right? Ghee. Clear? So this function is also the part of centrifugal force. Option number C will be the right answer, because this force acts in an outward direction. Outward direction. Clear? Due to this outward direction force, the heavier particle is the heavier particles in the milk experience more force than the lighter particle. Experience more force than the lighter particles. Clear? Next, the separation of a cream from milk by churning is due to centrifugal force. Churning is the process of shaking up cream or whole milk to separate cream through centrifugal force. Clear? Now, comes to the next question. Again, it's a question of ball bearing. Question number 11. Ball bearings are used in bicycles, cars, etc. because the actual area of contact between the wheel and axle is increased. The effective area of contact between the wheel and axle is increased. The effective area of contact between the wheel and axle is reduced. None of the above statement is correct. Tell me, which one is the right answer? Audio video is clear? All right. Am I audible and visible to everyone? See, first we need to understand ball bearing, how it will work. This is a wheel of car, right? So balls are managed to place here like this. These are ball bearings. These are ball bearings and these are turning cylinders. Turning cylinders, right? So using ball as their rolling frictions and works on the principle of rolling friction. These ball bearings works on rolling friction. Clear? The ball bearing reduces the rotational friction more than a plain bearing decrease in the amount of energy consumption during rotation. Basically, ball bearings are used to provide or decrease the amount of energy consumption during rotation. Clear? So the right answer will be option number C. The effective area of contact between the wheel and axle is reduced. Clear? Next question. Ball bearings are used in bicycles, cars, etc. because the effective area of contact between the wheel and the axle is reduced. To reduce the wear, tear and energy loss against friction, small steel balls are kept between the rotating part of a machine, which are known as ball bearings. In a ball bearing system, one part moves with respect to the other, that is, the balls roll between the two parts. This reduces the effective area of contact between the wheel and axle. Clear? This is the right answer. Next question is about to statement. Question number 12. Given below are two statements. They give two statements. Statement first, force has magnitude as well as direction. This is the right one or a wrong one. So you must say yes. Force has a both magnitude and direction as well as, and force is a vector quantity. Which type of quantity force is? Vector quantity. And the SI unit of force is Newton. Newton. Clear? Statement 2 says sliding friction is smaller than static friction. It is true or false? What will you say about this question? The statement second says sliding friction is smaller than static friction. See, when we are talking about friction, and there's more type of frictions like kinetic friction, sliding friction, rolling friction, static friction. So the static friction is the strongest one. Static friction is the strongest one, and after that what we will place here? Sliding friction strongest than rolling friction and weaker than static friction, right? So the strongest one is static and the second one is sliding and the third one is rolling friction, is a weakest friction, you can say it. So the correct answer will be, which statement is correct? Sliding friction is smaller than static. That is also true. Option number A, both statement first and statement second are, both will be correct answer, right? Comes to the explanation here. Explanation says both statement first and second are correct. Force has magnitude as well as direction. The force is an external effort in the form of a push or pull, which either changes or tends to change the state of rest or uniform motion of a body along a straight line, right? F is equal to ma. F is equal to ma. That means force is directly proportional to acceleration, mass and acceleration. If acceleration get 0, force ultimately get 0. Clear? Force experience 0 force, right? And the sliding friction is smaller than static friction. The force of friction that comes into play between two surfaces in contact before the actual motion start is called static frictions. When a body slides over the other body, the frictional force between the two is called sliding friction. Clear? Coming on to the Next topic of this mechanics chapter, work, energy and power. Work, energy and power. What will you understand by work? Here, the product of the applied force and displacement of the body in directive of the force. The formula of work is F into D cos theta. F into D cos theta. Clear? And what is the unit of work is joule. SI unit of work is joule, and work is a scalar quantity. And work is a scalar quantity. It only has magnitude but no direction. Clear? Now, also you can say it work is a transfer of energy. Is a transfer of energy. Clear? Now we will going to study about types of work, giving here positive work, negative work and zero work. Positive work is when theta, when cos theta, and we put values here theta, if it is 0 theta, greater than theta or greater than 90 degree. So positive work when the given theta is 90 degree. Clear? Negative work if theta is greater than 90 degree or greater lesser than 270 degree. ठीक है? Dragging an object on a rough surface. Clear? Zero. Work becomes zero when theta becomes 90 degree. So the theta 90 degree value is cos 90 degree value is 0. If theta becomes 0, put this here, F into D into cos theta, right? If we put the cos theta value here 90 degree. Clear? So the F into D cos theta 90 is 0. 0. 0. We multiply force and displacement into 0. It ultimately becomes 0 and work is equal to 0. So when we get work is 0, when theta's value is 90 degree, cos 90 degree value is 0, it becomes ultimately work 0. Clear? There is no force applied, there is no displacement here. They both are become 0 automatically here. Clear? And now we discuss here what is energy. What is energy? Tell me. Energy exists in many forms, but all energy is classified as either kinetic energy and potential energy, right? Ability to work, ability to do work. Energy also having a SI unit is joule, and energy is a scalar quantity, right? And energy, all the energy classified either as a kinetic or potential energy. We are going to discuss further in this chapter. Now, types of the energy, they are given here. Kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is equal to half mv square. Is equal to half mv square, where k is a kinetic energy, m stands for mass, and v is a velocity, right? Energy possessed by a body due to its motion. Energy possessed by a body due to its motion. Example, throwing a ball, walking on the road, objects falling towards the ground are called as kinetic energy, and the examples of kinetic energy. Potential energy is equal to U is equal to mgh, where m mass, g gravitational acceleration, and h is height. Clear? Energy possessed by a body due to its position called as potential energy. Clear? Example, a stretched rubber band, river water at the top of the waterfall. Let's take one example. You throw a ball at some point, and here it static, right? It get stuck here. Now in this ball experience which kind of energy? It is potential energy, right? In this position, it only having a potential energy. But when the ball comes towards the ground, when the balls come towards the ground, it possesses what? Then potential energy converted into kinetic energy. Why? Because this ball is in motion now. Why? Because this ball is in motion now, so that potential energy converts it into the kinetic energy, and they both and they both works on the law of conservation of energy. So the energy got constant here. Clear? Now comes to the next topic, law of conservation of energy. Energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. Energy neither be created nor be destroyed. This is the simple thermodynamic first law. When we start a chapter thermodynamics, they are giving a first law. Energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. This is the first law of thermodynamics. Clear? Sources of energy, conventional and non-conventional. Conventional, from past of the over years, we are going to use this oil, coal, natural gas, wood. All these are conventional sources, but they are non-renewable. Clear? They are non-renewable. We never renew these things. If they get empty, right, we never created them. But in non-conventional sources of energy are solar energy, wind energy, tidal energy, and geothermal energy. Also geothermal energy, hydropower energy, hydral energy. All these are non-conventional sources of energy and they are non-renewable. We can renewable these energy also. Clear? Now comes to the second point, energy conversion. How can we convert any energy into another energy form? Like we converted chemical energy into mechanical energy, electric energy into chemical energy, or a mechanical energy, electrical energy into sound energy, but we really have some instruments or equipments to convert all these energy into another form. Solar cell made up of silicon balls. It possesses of silicon balls. Heat energy to electrical energy, right? What will solar cell did? Heat energy to electrical energy. It converted heat energy into electrical energy. Now prelims possible by Arihant. So if you are going to prepare UPSC and upcoming state PCS exam, you must have this book. You get purchase this book from market and online also. This book really is a error-free edition of 2024. So you can get this book at any of online platform and in the market, and this book really going to help you a lot in your upcoming exam. So must purchase this book. Right. Now the next one is, okay, we are talking about solar cell. Solar cell can function as central electrical power station. Central electrical power station. Clear? You know, in these days we are going to taking our next step, zero carbon emission, and we are you know, in these time of this in the present time we live, we really very thoughtful about global warming also. So if we are going to use anything as a fuel, we must have to think about before what we really have their do's and don'ts. Clear? So what are their cons and pros? So solar cell, heat energy to electrical energy, right? Solar cell are basically used in industrial areas, and also in commercial uses. Industries uses, and residential also. Loudspeaker converted electrical energy into sound energy. Dynamo is a device which converted mechanical energy to electrical energy. Electric motor converted electrical energy to mechanical energy. You experience this electric motor in your house. early in the morning, you switch on the button and motor get started, and electrical energy converted into mechanical energy, and top of the house you have a water tank and it get filled by it. Microphone, sound energy to electrical energy. Engine engine is used in heavy machineries, cars, bikes. Heat energy to mechanical energy, it is used to converted heat energy into mechanical energies. And electric cell converted chemical energy into electrical energy also. Most of the sources of energy we use represent stored solar energy. Which of the following is not ultimately derived from the sun's energy? Nuclear energy, geothermal energy, biomass energy, and a wind energy. Which of the following is not ultimately derived from the sun's energy? Geothermal, biomass energy, wind energy. So the right answer will be nuclear energy. Nuclear energy, when you study about nuclear reactor, right? Or we must understand by this nuclear fission. In nuclear reactor, and when we are talking about nuclear reaction, there are two types of nuclear reaction. Like one is nuclear fission, nuclear fission, and second one is nuclear fusion. In a nuclear fission, one particle or a one atom is split into two parts, right? This is the one atom is split into two parts, into two atoms, right? And in the nuclear fusion, two particles get bound with a one. They form a one particle. See, this is the nuclear fission and this happens in the nuclear fusion. Now tell me which reaction process in the suns, which is the reason of sunlight and the sun's solar heat, nuclear fission and a nuclear fusion. So in the sun, when we are talking about sun, this is a sun. They are possessing a nuclear fission reaction. By this, atoms get splits and they releases our energy. They releases our energy, right? Hydrogen wants to become as stable as helium. Okay. Nuclear energy is a form of energy released from nucleus. This source of energy can be produced in two ways: fission, when nuclei of atom is split into several parts, or fusion, when nuclei of atoms fuse together. See? Biomass energy and wind energy are ultimately derived from the sun's energy. Geothermal energy comes directly and indirectly from the sun. Geothermal energy is the form of heat energy stored inside the crust of earth. This is formed when water molecules or any other substance that get heated and get trapped inside the crust of the earth. The molecules absorb energy from the sun to get heated. Hence, geothermal energy is derived from the sunlight. Right? Next question. Question number 10. Which of these natural resources is considered as non-renewable resources? Timber, fossil fuels, solar energy, wind energy. Question not attempted. Which one is the right answer? Okay. In the question they asked non-renewable resources. Non-renewable resources are those resources which do not get renewable. We do not made it again and again. Like our fossil fuels. Like our option number B, fossil fuels. Like wood, coal. Clear? Wood, coal, natural gases, also oil. All these are the example of conventional resources and also are the example of non-renewable resources. See, solar energy, wind energy, geothermal energy, hydro energy, all these are the examples of non-renewable resources. Fossil fuels such as coal, petroleum, natural gases, Fissionable materials are considered as non-renewable resources. These sources of energy which have accumulated in nature over a long period of time cannot be quickly replaced. They again taking a long process and a long time to be made. Renewable resources of energy are the sources which are being produced continuously in nature, like solar energy, wind energy, hydro energy, and biofuels, timber, biogas, and all alcohol, right? Next, in wind power, which form of energy is converted into electrical energy? Kinetic energy, solar energy, potential energy, or a radiant energy. So in the wind power, wind is in the motion. Wind is in the motion. It gets wind surrounded by us in the atmosphere. So when the wind is in the moving position, in a moving state, so it possesses a kinetic energy. Option number A will be the right answer. Solar energy we get from sun. Potential energy when the body or a particle is at rest, not having any motion in it. Clear? In wind power, kinetic energy of wind is converted into electrical energy. Wind turbine is used for this purpose. Wind speeds generally increases with increasing elevation above the earth's surface. So the wind turbines generally installed at the tops of smooth, rounded hills. Also, some of the favorable sites are open plains and mountain gaps that funnel and intensified wind. You see so many windmills in the southern part, also in the northern part, like Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Gujarat. They're really having a very larger area. They possess a wind energy, wind power, windmills. When a ball is projected upwards, there is an increasing in it. So, question number 12. When a ball is projected upwards, there is an increase in it. If we projected a ball upwards here, clear? There is an increase in its potential energy, kinetic energy, momentum. Which one is the correct option? You must have. See, I told you in the first and second question that when ball is thrown upwards or projected upwards, clear, and it stops here, it possesses only potential energy, only potential energy. But when balls comes down or towards falling to the ground, it possesses which energy? Kinetic energy. Why? Because now ball is in the motion. See, so option number A is the correct one. Option number A is the correct one, right? When a ball is projected upwards, there is an increase in its potential energy. According to law of conservation, energy can only be transformed from one form to another. It can neither be created nor be destroyed. We know that energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. This is the first law of thermodynamics and given by Julius Robert Mayer in 1842. Example, when an object is thrown upward, its kinetic energy continuously converted into potential energy, right? And when something is falling down on the ground, the potential energy converted into kinetic energy. Therefore, kinetic energy and momentum of the object decreases, but total energy always remains constant. Always remember one thing: when something is falling towards the ground, potential energy keep converted into kinetic energy, and both the energies remains get constant. Why? Because they follow the law of conservation of energy. Clear? Due to the law of conservation energy. Question number 13. Match the column here. First list having the energy conversions and second list having device and mechanism of this. Light to electrical, electric to sound, mass to heat, chemical to heat and light. Which one is the right option? Okay. Light to electric. How can we convert it from solar cell? Solar cell, we get light and convert it into electrical energy. So it matches with fourth one. Electric to sound energy, loudspeaker. Loudspeaker get converted electric energy into sound. Option number, point number third is correctly matched. Mass to heat, nuclear reactor. And chemical to heat and light, it is fuel combustion. Chemical to heat and light, it is fuel combustion. So option number B will be the right answer. Let's see the answer. Option number B is correct. The correct matching is solar cell converts light energy into electrical energy. Loudspeaker converts electrical energy into solar sound. Nuclear reactor converts mass defect into heat energy using relation E is equal to mc square given by Einstein. They give a very famous theory of relativity. Theory of relativity. Also they gave photoelectric effect. Which theory? Photoelectric effect, by which they get Nobel Prize. For this theory, he get Nobel Prize, right? In fuel combustion, stored chemical energy is converted into heat and light energy. Next, question number 14. During inelastic collision between two bodies, which of the following quantities always remains conserved? Total kinetic energy, total mechanical energy, total linear momentum and speed of each body. What will be the correct option of this answer, of this question? Always remains conserved the total linear momentum. During inelastic collision between two bodies, total linear momentum always remains conserved because in an inelastic collision, some part of kinetic energy gets dissipated. Actually, the part of kinetic energy gets converted into the internal excitation energy of the colliding bodies or in the form of heat and sound energies. Right? And the last question from this topic is, a person carrying a bag of total mass 25 kg climbs up to a height 5 meters in 30 seconds. How much power the man needs to carry the bag? Power is equal to W upon T. See what they give in the question. They give us a mass. Mass is equal to 25 kg. Height is equal to 5 and time is equal to 30 seconds. And you know very well, when we talking about P, work upon time, power is equal to work upon time, and work is mgh upon time. M given here 25 into height 5 and g. Let's taking the g value is 10 and 9.8. Right, 9.8, and upon time what we have 30 seconds. Clear? So let's cut this out by 6 and remove this point from here. 10, cancel out this 2, 5. And now calculated this 6 by 12 upon 5 8 ja 0 4 490 by 12. 490 by 12. By solving this, what we get? We get 40.83 watt. 40.83 5.83 watt. Okay, solve this and you get the answer option number B. Clear? It a person carrying a bag to total mass 25 kg climbs up to a height 5 meter and then this needs 40.83 watt power to carry the bag. Given mass of the bag is 25 kg, height 5 meter, 30 seconds. P is equal to work upon time, and what is work? Potential energy upon time, and potential energy is mgh upon T. Let's put the values here and we get 40.83 watt answer. Clear? Okay. So now the chapter is finished here. Your second unit mechanics is finished here, and from the next class we are going to start a new chapter from general science. And if you are preparing for UPSC in a state PCS exam, this Prelims Possible by Arihant, you must have this book. If you do not purchase, yes, purchase this book from the market. This book's also available in the online platform. There are so many platforms you can purchase from them. And Prelims Possible by Arihant, they also have many other subjects. They also have many books from other subjects like Indian history, Indian geography, world geography, Indian polity, Indian economy, and general science. Clear? They really have 100% free detailed explanation, knowledge plus with typical questions, PYQs, bullets for revision, and free package chapter test. And if you do not subscribe the channel yet, subscribe the channel, hit the bell icon, press the like button, and you can share this class with your friends, relatives who are very serious about their upcoming prelims exam, state exams, and really want to qualify the exam. So you can share this class with them, right? Okay, now we will meet in the next class. Thank you so much.